Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Joe Chaffee. I just put up my forecast maps for snowfall, and I thought I'd go over them with you. They'll be scrolling along the bottom here on the screen. They're also on Facebook, on my Facebook page, weather page. Just search meteorologist Joe Chaffee if you're not on there, and like the page, and you'll be able to see that and so much more. But let's get to it here. I'm not really going to change my forecast too much from what I had yesterday. I just made some minor adjustments here and there, but for the most part, I'm thinking I'm going to hold with this idea. And if you look at the Long Island map that I have, you'll see that I have a zero line that runs across east central Long Island and then cuts down to the South Shore. So from there east, it's going to be mostly rain. May change, mix or change to wet snowflakes before it ends, but I don't think it amounts to too much. And then there's a 2-inch line that I drew from the North Shore of central Suffolk County and then taking it probably to about MacArthur Airport and then straddling it westward into Nassau County. From there north, a slushy couple of inches, not out of the question. This is really a tough call because the air is only going to be marginally cold or borderline cold, so we're going to have to deal with intensity of precipitation to actually cool the atmosphere down. And when that happens, then you might get that slushy 2 inches. And that 2-inch line, by the way, runs right through New York City, cuts across Queens and Brooklyn in half, and then splits out to Staten Island and heads into New Jersey, where I have the zero line drawn from just west of Sandy Hook, and then straight down, probably right along the path of the Garden State Parkway, and then jetting down to the end of the state. From there east, also mostly rain, and then a coating to maybe a couple of inches as you go west from there. And the 5-inch line in New Jersey is probably along or just north and west of where I-95 is. So from there north and west, that's where we're going to have some probably some serious accumulation issues. And of course, when you get into northwest Jersey, where I have an 8-inch line drawn, and north and west from there into northeastern Pennsylvania, that's where we're going to see some pretty hefty amounts. Probably the best way to look at it is look at Interstate 81 and Interstate 95, and that column right in the middle is probably where you're going to see the most snow. And from that respect, on the the map of the Northeast, you can see there's going to be a pretty hefty band of 1 foot plus snows in parts of the Hudson Valley in New York State, and then extending northward into northwestern Massachusetts and southern Vermont and New Hampshire. And then, of course, the snow goes all the way on up into Maine. You can see where it cuts off south of Boston along the coast, and also south of Baltimore, Washington, D.C., where there'll be little or nothing. And even in Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, there may not be very much there either. So the bottom line with travel here tomorrow is if you are traveling into any of these areas that are going to see hefty amounts of snow, it's as much the snow as it is the volume of traffic you're going to deal with. So I've been recommending that if you're going to travel, get it done in the morning and get it over with, and this way you can spend the afternoon relaxing wherever you are. I still hold with that idea. Outside chance we're going to may have to shift these numbers up or down a little bit in either direction. I don't think they're going to make a difference. And then, of course, we'll have the roundup of winter storm warnings, and that'll be posted. If they haven't been posted already, probably a few more places will go to winter storm warnings tonight as we head into this event. And then once it's all done, Thanksgiving Day looks great. Friday looks good, too, and the weekend's looking okay. Temperature's a little bit cooler than normal, but still, all in all, after this storm, looks like we'll have a quiet period for at least 3 or 4 days. So your trip back home will be far less eventful than your trip to wherever you're going for Thanksgiving.